everyone. Welcome. This is Body Illusion. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Just one moment. Can you please turn down the volume? You've got control over it. You've got my phone. See? Now you don't have to listen to me twice. Once is enough. Really, once is enough. So, okay, what do you think of the hat? Huh? 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 Is it me? Is it me? Is it me? I mean, it's even got blue glitter. I mean, let's go all out. Let's go all out. Hi everyone, and welcome to a new year, a new life, a new beginning. I am so glad you're here. Teresa, I'm glad you're here. Um, uh, People will be talking to you. It won't be me. Ben, hi Ben. I love you. Deidre Gore, hi honey. Hi honey. Hi. I'm glad you're here, honey. Adrian, hi beautiful. Jamel, you're disappearing. You're disappearing. Before you disappear from my view. Hi. Hi. I'm glad you're here. Happy New Year. Um, I'm behind, but you know the way I work. My other's keeper. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Uh, I'm behind time. So as you see, I have Bean's toy, and I'm getting the evil eye. So excuse me for just a moment. You ready? There he goes. Okay. Okay. Now we'll probably be hearing squeaking. See? We'll probably be hearing squeaking. It's amazing how a pit bull loves the squeaking of the toys. But that's who he is, and that's who what he loves. Breezy girl, hi, beautiful. Thank you for being here. I am so glad. Oh, other restraint. Hi, hi. I'm glad you're here. Um, you may see other restraint in the background. I think he's making us some salsa. Yum. So, excuse me. So, I am here just to bring a smile. I mean, what Shannon and Yumena do is beautiful, is heartwarming, is deep, is very thought provoking. But as I've said before, my water runs really shallow. Deep thoughts do not enter my mind. You have to excuse me. Yeah, deep thoughts don't enter my mind. I mean, look at the hat. Hello, this is how deep my thought. And and it was chilly this morning, so I decided to do tie dye. I decided to do tie dye. I decided it was the first of the year. I was going to be comfy. So excuse the way I look. I don't have my scarf. I don't have a dress shirt on. I don't have. Excuse me, Ben. I don't have a tie. I don't have anything. I do have my bells, so I can be nice and irritating to you. But and what's so funny is it does. I've had it around my ankles. It does fit around my wrist. So even if I move my hands, it will make noise. How irritating is that? So um, I'm here to let you know that you're all beautiful. Today is, I say it every day, today is a new beginning. It's a new start. Even though the numbers have changed, okay, which makes it a big deal. It is a big deal. I mean, let's be honest. The life I lived and the places I've been and the places I've seen, I never thought I'd live past 27. I, it just wasn't in. I thought I'll be dead by 27. You know, but here I am, wrinkled and dead and tired and broken, and here I am. We still move on. So the numbers really don't matter. Today is still a new day. It's nice that it's changed over, and it's going to take us forever to get used to putting a 5 instead of a 4 at the end of the date. And it takes me at least until April to get used to that. But um, it is a new beginning. Every single morning is a new beginning. And today is a new beginning and of a new year. Okay. I want you to try to keep that in mind today. You know, it's um, today is Other and I are going to be doing a lot of, since he's been here, he's been helping mommy a lot. Mommy's list wasn't hard list, but it was things I couldn't do by myself. So he's been working on my list. So now it's time. Hi, Eka, welcome, Barbie. Hi, I'm so glad to see you. I'm sorry, the camera is over here, and I understand people like me looking at the camera. I want to talk to you. That's I want to talk to you. That's the reason I look at the chat, because I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you personally. I want to you. You are the one that made a difference in my life. You are the one that is special to me. And so I want you to understand how important you are to me. And every single day, your names come into my head. I may not say it out loud because a lot of people in my world don't understand. If I say, oh, well, Brazy Girl, blah, 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 they're going to go, what's a Brazy Girl? Oh, what, is there something wrong with you? You know? Okay, what's happening now? You know, it's my smile inside. It's my smile. Every single one of you bring a smile to me inside. If that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, you're new to the channel. So, I am glad you're all here. I'm glad you're all here. I'm glad you're celebrating New Year's with me. You're all important. You're all very important. I was reminiscing about New Year's and Christmas and, past lives. I'm going to call them lives because everybody's lived a billion lives, because their lives change all the time. Whoever is in here, I see Brazy. I saw a couple other mods. Please, and Brazy, I'm obsessed. Throw up channels. Throw up channels. If they got a channel, throw them up. If they're part of the village, throw them up. Please. Please. They need to be recognized. The village is an entity, but it's not just one person. It takes a lot of people. It takes a lot of people to make this village work. Hi, I'm so glad you're here, Teresa. I'm so glad that, yes, to everybody, even me, please. I would love it. I don't ask it. I guess I'm supposed to. Old timer, YouTubers, content creators say, I don't know why you don't say this every single show. I'd probably say it once a month. I just don't. It's just not in me. It's not in me. If you want to, you do. If you don't, you don't. And that's the way I look at it. I would love that you did, but every single content creator, thank you. Cosmic Christie is another one that's growing mentally, physically. Well, not physically. She's a little hummingbird, but mentally, and she is trying to make her difference in the world. In her world, she is trying to grow and make a difference. And we, as the village, we need support there. Okay. Um, it's, uh, she's a beautiful person. She's a beautiful person. From the time I met her to the time she is today, is you wouldn't even realize it was the same person. You wouldn't, except the face. But the head space has changed so much. She's so strong. She's so strong. She's a little, um, I call her a hummingbird, but I think she's more, she's a lot stronger than a hummingbird. She's a strong person. So, ah, thank you. Thank you. Hopefully he's seeing this, but we don't know. We don't know what he's doing. He does his own thing. Thank you for saying that. Yamena, good morning. Beautiful show. I know it wasn't. I know it was. You were the guest host, I guess I would say, of Shannon's channel, and it was a beautiful show. But I didn't expect any less. Your quality and your insight shows through. Shows through every day, all the time. You know, um, uh, even though in the background, because we all have lives in the background. I love these bells. I'm probably going to wear them all day, and I hope Ben is here to hear them to irritate him all day. But in the background, we all have lives. We all have lives, but we still come here to share our knowledge, our experience, whatever it may be, to hopefully strengthen the village. Okay. Uh, let's click that. Let's click that. You have to excuse me. I have to click it about 18 million times. Yeah. If I don't crank it enough times before I start, it does that. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Brazy, thank you. Thank you. Just keep popping them up. I was thinking, I was listening to, and I know this is a big thing right now, that Teresa, you were in the chat. You were in the chat with Shannon and Yemeni. You can attest. It was a beautiful show. Yeah. Anyway, I was sitting here reminiscing about the good old days, which will be the good old days for you guys. And I was thinking that my grandfather, God rest his soul, was the first one in his neighborhood, and the neighborhood had about 60 houses, because it wasn't a prevalent thing. He was the first one in the neighborhood to get a telephone. So he was, oh, Ben! So he was the first one to get a telephone. So he was BMOC, if anybody knows what that is, big man on campus. So he was, yeah. So everybody, I mean, the phone lines weren't all up. They weren't all. The only reason he ended up with a phone line was because we had a family member that had to have a direct line to doctors. So they put it a direct line, and then he got connected that way. But it would be this May. He was the first one to have a phone. Okay. Now, then, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for putting up Mission. Uh, hopefully she's asleep. Hopefully she's asleep. She may be lurking, but hopefully she's asleep. She's definitely earned it. I know you chewed that toy up pretty quick too. People have seen pictures of the way you chew up toys. Um, so it was very interesting that he always liked being the first. It's funny that from the backwoods of where he came from, he always liked being the first. He liked that. It made him feel good. Made him feel accomplished. So because with his house, it was called, I think it's called a doghouse, where it's a building and a building and then a throughway. So in Arkansas, they only had a fireplace in one building. The other building didn't have a fireplace. It was freezing cold. That was his bedroom. And so he's come a long way to having the first telephone. Then he had the first TV. He made sure as soon as TVs came out, and I don't know how you can probably go online and see, because I'm sure 95% of you have never seen them. They were black and white, and you put this screen over them, and then all of a sudden it would turn green. Or you put the blue screen over it, and it would be blue. And that's how you got color TV. I'm acting like it's huge, but the screen was only about this big. So, we're not showing our age or nothing. No. But he was the first one to have a TV. So, needless to say, all the teenagers were over to watch Uncle Milty and the Honeymooners and all of that stuff. He became the house where everybody hung out. Everybody hung out there. So, it was very interesting. It was very interesting because obviously I wasn't there. All I'm doing is hearing stories, but I've heard the stories a few times. So you take these pieces of these stories and you put them together and make it cohesive. Mac, I'm glad you're here, honey. They just put up your channel. Thank you. Are we back on it?
Oh, no, I didn't turn anything
off. Okay.
Okay.
That's pretty. Oh. Did you tell her?
Yes, no, I sent her.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So anyway, I'm sorry. We were other restraint is worried about Teresa. He wants her to succeed. So he's trying to help her with that. That's the reason he keeps popping in and out, in what's going on. Max says hi. Surviving Together says hi. He's waving big old smiles. Yes. You will probably see him soon. If you can see it right over here, he's in the process of making salsa. He stopped because he wanted to help Teresa first. Okay. Once he gets Teresa set up and understanding what's, how this stays smooth, then he'll probably go back to it. But he has his priorities. People first. So anyway, let's go back to Grandpa. So it's funny that even my mother, God rest her soul as well, her biggest push was, I'm not paying for TV. I see no reason to pay for TV. I've never paid for TV in my life. I'm not going to pay for TV. You know how you get stuck in that mode. That I love this. This is so irritating. I'm sure this is driving Ben nuts because he's so sensitive to sounds. So she was like, I don't care. I'm not paying for TV. I will not pay for TV. I will not pay for cable. I will not pay for any of these things. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Okay. I'm not doing that. Excuse me. My hat's a little askew. I'm not paying for TV. But needless to say, how us youngins got very good at climbing up on the roof and adjusting the antenna so it would face closer to whatever channel they wanted. And then, but we never got fancy enough to have one of those dial kind on the top of the TV set, on top of the console. Surviving, Mac, you remember the console? The console having the little dial where it would move the antenna automatically, and it had a motor on it. We never got that fancy. That's what us kids were for. Excuse me. My mother never paid for TV. She didn't understand it. But this was before it became uh it was still analog at the time. Right? We could use an antenna. I mean, I remember back CBs, CBs were the big thing. So the long story short, which is too late now, is because my grandparents always like to be the first because of where they came from. They wanted to feel that they have accomplished something, even if it was in their own home where nobody could see it. It made them feel like they have accomplished something. So my grandmother, we decided that she had arthritis, and that happens. You beat up your body so long. You can only pick cotton so long. You can only do certain things so long. You can only wash somebody else's laundry so long. She did things to survive. Um, I mean, they're part of the Grapes of Wrath kind of people. They weren't Grapes of Wrath, but they were. If you've ever seen the movie Grapes of Wrath, that's the kind of people they were. So my mother decided that my grandmother's fingers were getting too tired for that dial phone. It was hurting her hands too much. So she decided to get her a push button phone. Now, I'm still showing you my age. I don't care. It's written all over my face, so we're not worried about that. We bought her a push. I didn't do it. My mother thought, okay, we're going to make it easy on her. We're going to get a push button phone. This is still when everything was analog. So push button phones were new. We hooked it up. I hooked it up for her. She had a fit. She couldn't find the numbers. She didn't understand it. She didn't comprehend it. The numbers were too little. She couldn't see. My grandfather, God love him, had immaculate something where you can't see this part, but you can see peripheral. Yeah, it's in our family. It's in our family. It's that nerve damage. It's part of our family. There's quite a few of us that have that. I'm lucky so far. I don't have it, but macular degeneration. Thank you, Heather. I'm glad somebody's taking care of me. So he couldn't see those little buttons. So we got him the big button one. Remember the big button one? That was still hooked to the wall and, the long curly cord and the whole 9 yards. So we got the big button one. So he wouldn't have to fight putting on his glasses, finding his glasses, I don't know if you ever saw Sanford and Son, where he just pulls out a pile of glasses. But my grandfather could never find his glasses because he didn't like wearing them. So he didn't keep up with them. Me, I'm too nosy. That's my excuse. When they said I needed glasses, I went, okay, I'm too nosy. I want to see. Rick Spicer is here. Okay. He just put up his shout. Oh, okay. Good. Yeah. He's a kick. He's a kick. So anyway, be that as it may. So we got the big numbers. So we took back this little phone and got the big number phone. You know, with the handle and the whole 9 yards and the cord, the cord. Every time we would come to visit, those phones would be unplugged, the cord wrapped up, and their old phone would be plugged back in. For wanting to be the newest on the block, they couldn't stand the push button phone. They couldn't stand it. They didn't understand it. They didn't know. It didn't make any sense to them, which is kind of funny. They would rather listen to it go. You know what I mean? And I think one of the biggest thing was in the back of my mother's mind, because they were getting up in age and they were taking care of each other, and it was just them. They were getting up in age. I think it was more for them to get used to it for a 911 call. So you don't go click, But they never did get used to it. They never did get used to it. I just thought that was so funny. So it just had me reminiscing. The good old days, the stuff that makes you smile, and because of you, because of every single, and I'm back to looking at you again, because of every single one of you, DeAndre Gore, Barbie, Brazy Girl, Adrian, every single one of you, you've got me here to smile. And I thank you so much for that. And I'm hoping that the new year will keep going that way. When I was thinking about what to talk about today, I went, you know how many people, not to be insulting, I'm not here to be insulting. I'm just me. It just rolls out, and you know that. So what's your plans for the new year? What is your resolution? What do you plan for the new year? Yeah. Okay, that's questions have been asked. That question's been asked. So I'm not going to ask you that question. You know in your head and in your heart what you want out of life, what you want this next year to look like. You can do that. And I don't need to know. Brazy doesn't need to know what Adrian. It's nice that if they want to share, they're more than welcome to. I mean, really, seriously, they're more than welcome to. That's their story to tell. But for me to ask you what you're, then if it doesn't come through, how bad do you feel that you failed? It's not a failure. It's not a failure. And never feel it's a failure. It's a learning experience. It's a learning experience. Okay, I learned that wasn't the way to go about going to eat this. Let's go this way instead. There's always forks in the road. Always forks in the road. If this fork, I'm hoping that hearing this, there's always forks in the road. If this fork doesn't work, try this fork. There's always places. Don't give up. Okay? And don't feel like a failure. You are not failing. If you're still trying, you're not failing. That's the easiest way I can put it. If you're not giving up and throwing up your hands and saying, Uncle, I can't do it anymore. If you're not doing that, you're not failing. You're succeeding. You're pushing forward. You're showing your strength, which I've told you for I don't know how long, how strong you are, how wonderful you are, And I will, like I said, I'll keep telling you that when it finally comes from here and it gets to here. And one day it'll make it to here, that you feel it inside for yourself, that you are strong. I mean, look, as I said yesterday, look at January 1st of 24. Now look at today. Look at how far you've gotten. I mean, it may have been a slow process, but you did it. You, not anybody else. No one else did it. You and your strength did it. That's what you should be proud of. And you should keep that in mind, because you are beautiful and you are strong. Okay? That's my rattling for today. It may be more. It may come up more, because, my mind, there it goes, whoosh, and then all of a sudden, I was talking about my grandparents' push button phone. Hello. On New Year's Day. All right? I have the hat. I can talk about anything. I have the hat. The biggest thing I want to talk about is the village. And that I really want to talk about. Because without the village and the connection the village has brought us all together. I mean, some may feel that it hasn't. Some may feel that it has. Well, okay, we'll be here. We'll be here, Barbie. We'll wait for you. Okay, shh, 5 minutes. Like I hit you for 5 minutes. Okay, countdown now. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. That's not me. That's not me. Oh, see, she knew 5 minutes. It wouldn't last me 5 minutes. So, but you know how my mind goes. Why I'm talking about my grandparents' push button phone? Who knows? Who knows? All I know is I want to let you know how beautiful you are. How beautiful you are. And I hope, Teresa, I'm talking to you directly, and I'm looking at you. Okay? I'm not looking at the camera, because you're not at the camera. You're over here on the chat. I'm hoping that other has got you set up in a nice place. Okay? So it will be comfortable for you to climb on. And Teresa, again, I'm going to be pushy, but you'll find out that's who I am. I don't mix words. I say whatever. I'm at a point where, and I've said it before, I've gone from a point of, don't say that, that's not polite, to say it. See what happens, Get a channel name. While we all want to promote you, oh, thank you. That's wonderful. That's wonderful that he's there for you. Okay? So I hear him tick, 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 tick. So I hope he's talking to you. But we need to promote you. You have a lot to say. You have a lot to bring to the table. And the table is huge. And the table has a lot of seats. And it's getting more seats. So bring it. Bring it. Get a name. Get a name. Get a channel so we can promote you. So we can get you out there and get people to hear what you have to say. I know you jump on a lot of channels, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate you bring it. But we need to, I shouldn't say we, because I'm speaking for other people, and I don't like doing that. I want to promote you. I want to promote what you are, who you are, where you come from, the knowledge you have, the experience you have. I want to promote that. I want people to hear that. Brazy Girl, thank you for putting up the village. The village, I have to admit. See, here I go on a tangent again. I ran with a group of people for years and years, and it was called the Vintage House. So that's the reason it comes out really easy. The village. please subscribe to the village. Okay. It's going to be um, expanding from what I understand. I don't know. I'm also speaking for other people, and I shouldn't do that. But if you have, we're all connected to it. Every one of us that goes online and does these 48-hour streams or these 24-hour streams or whatever, or if Ned goes on, she streams to the village. Whatever it is, the village has all of the knowledge in there. So subscribe to it. So if you need or have a question or have a certain creator that you like, or things a little goofy, they'll be there. They'll be there. They'll be there. Yes. So I mean, from Shannon and Yamena, which I love dearly. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong on that at all. I love them dearly. But from what they bring to the table to what I bring to the table is apples and oranges. you know. So, but it's all part of who we are. We're all different people. We're all different. We've all come from different places. We've all learned different things. I'm not here to talk to you about what I've learned. This is not what I do in the mornings. In the evenings, now I do that. In the evenings, I'll do that. I will get more serious. I will get more deep. I will get more into, I call it unpacking. But that's not what I do in the mornings. In the mornings, my job, I don't even consider a job. I enjoy being here with you. You guys just don't know how much love I have for every single one of you. Every single one of you. And I don't know what you're doing, Teresa, but you're sliding right in there, honey. You're finding a place in my heart as well. And I love that. I love that. I love that so much. So, but like I said, between this creator and that creator, and even between Mac and I love Mac. I love watching Mac. Mac is very intelligent. Surviving Together. I don't know if she's still here. She was here earlier, but Surviving Together. She's very knowledgeable. She does a lot of research. She brings it to the table of more of the reason why things happen in our brains and things like that. I don't do that. Not during the day. At nighttime, now I'll do that. I kind of have, it's still the same me. It's still Body Illusion, but I keep those two separate. Today, in the mornings, is just about smiling. Is it just about getting a fresh start to a fresh day and just starting the day with a smile. Oh, I thought he was going to start on the peppers. So starting the day with a smile, because once the day starts, and you all know this, every single one of you, and I'm going to look at the camera on this one, because every single one of you know this. Once the day starts, it goes, and it's decisions, and it's questions, and it's there she is. They're Surviving Together. That's her channel. And it's questions and it's decisions, and it can get overwhelming when people have, excuse me, just to change the subject, Other is playing with bridge. I don't know who gave him permission to touch bridge while live. Well, Bridge and I are busy doing our thing. But anyway. So, but during the day, it comes at you. It comes at you. And sometimes it comes at you so fast that it's overwhelming. So for me, I'm here to start your day with a smile, a giggle, a laugh, even if it's not now, during the middle of the day, and you're just sitting there and you're doing your thing or whatever your routine happens to be, filling out the forms or bagging groceries or whatever it may be, typing blah 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 blah. You're gonna go, oh my god, that body illusion! I can't believe she went on the air in that silly hat. That will make you, I'm hoping, will make you go, God, she's so silly. She's so silly. I can't believe the things she does. But it will make you smile inside. And that's what I'm here for, is to start your day with a smile before the world comes at you with their garbage. Okay? So if you can, go out to the world, go out to your front door, bundle up, because I know it's cold, but I had to do it today because I was not feeling up to stuff. Let's put it that way. So I went out to the door, opened it wide open, and you other can even contest to it that I stood there and I just took a big, deep, cold breath and I blew it out slowly. And I blew out all ugly. I had to do it about 4 times, which usually doesn't take me 4 times. But today it was a little bit much. So it took me 4 times. That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how many times it takes. Because guess what? I'm here with a stupid hat and bells on. So, and a tie-dye shirt. Okay? So it doesn't matter how many times it takes. It doesn't matter what it takes to get you through the day, as long as it helps you get through the day. And you will find, as I have said in the past, you will find that I have a piece of a puzzle for you. You will find Yamina and Shannon have a piece of the puzzle for you. You will find Mac, excuse me again, bad lungs. You will find Mac, Surviving Together, has a piece of the puzzle that helps you. And because we came from different places and different traumas and different worlds and different, even if we stood next to each other, and you can, seriously, even if we stood next to each other and had the exact same thing happen to us, our traumas would be different because our brains work different. That's just the way it is. So my thought is, every single content creator on the village, that's the reason I say, please subscribe to the village. Please subscribe to the village. I think it will do wonders because it brings a peace that can hopefully make you stronger at who you are. I know that life can be difficult. Life can be tough. Let's be honest. Life can suck. Life can just plain old suck. But that's okay. That's okay. It's one chapter in your life. It's a chapter. It's probably a chapter you probably want. Once you get through it, you want to take it and burn it, in effigy. But it is a chapter of your life. It's not your whole life. It's not your whole life. Don't think you're stuck forever. I know it feels like forever. Every second feels like forever when you're stuck there. Every second feels like it. You're not. You're not. You're not. And if you feel like you are, come to me. I'll tell you. You're not there. You're not stuck. You're not stuck. Again, look at January 1st last year to this time. You're not stuck. You are moving forward. You are taking steps. It doesn't have to be giant, huge steps. It could be little teeny tiny steps. It doesn't matter. Moving forward. And sometimes, oh my gosh, you take 2 steps forward and it throws you back 5 steps. That's okay. That's okay. It's painful. It hurts. It does it. As long as you dust yourself off, stand up and say, you're not going to get me. I was there before. I know how to get that to that point again. And do it. And it's hard. It's hard. This hat is just dancing all around. It's hard. It really is difficult to do. But stay. You're fighting for you. That's all I can say. You're fighting for you. You can help others. And I think that's wonderful because back to the village, there's so many people that help so many people. There's so many people that give to so many people. Their heart, their love, their time, everything. I mean, even doing this 24-hour stream and the 48-hour for Christmas. Do you realize how many people stopped their world? Ned, hi, honey. Happy New Year. Hi. I was hoping, I'm glad you're here, but I was hoping you were asleep. AJ, hi. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yeah, I saw Izzy was on. I'm sorry. We kind of planned it at the same time. Yeah. I apologize. If you can't, apologize to her that I did that. But yeah, you did good. There we go. Where'd it go? Let's see. 1 click, 2 click, 3 click, 4 click, 5 click, 6 click, 6 click. It took me 6 clicks. See, I told you if I don't crank up bridge enough before I start it gets a little temperamental. So the thing is, Ned, since you're here, Other has set up Teresa. She's ready to rock and roll because she's the next one after me. So don't worry about that. Okay, take it off your plate. Okay, that is already taken care of. Okay, so take that off your mind. Anyway, where was I? I have no idea. Oh, I'm telling you, you are strong enough. See this? This was for Ben. Since I do my entire, and I know certain noises just because he's so sensitive. I think it's the drummer in him. He's very sensitive to certain sounds. I know you could do this. I know you could do this. Again, anytime it knocks you back, and it will. I'm not going to lie to you. It will. It'll knock you down. It'll throw you a curve. It'll poop on your parade. It will. It'll just do that. That's okay. You sweep up the poop, you clean it up, and you move on. You move on. Because you have to keep that in mind. And the only way I can say it is what you were January 1st of 24 to January 1st, 25. Okay? If you keep that in mind, that should keep you, I hope, motivated, because sometimes motivation is very difficult. It's very difficult. It's easier to sit in a corner. But that's enough about that one. That's enough about that one. That is way too depressing for me. That is way too depressing for me. Um, I want to, okay, I want to, and I don't know how to, maybe I can do that one. Oh, one to make it go away. Okay. Um, I personally, and if Brazy, I know I keep you on your toes, and I apologize. First of all, I want to say Happy New Year again, because I said it earlier, and other people have come into the chat. And I want to say Happy New Year to you all. Yes, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be an amazing one. You are going to prove to the world and to yourself, which is more important, how strong you are. You are. You are. There's no doubt about it. I have no qualms about saying that about you, about who you are and who you can be. Okay. Um, oh, okay. I was just checking the time because I don't want to run into Teresa's time. So uh, I want to thank, and if Bracy, back to what I was saying, if you could put up the village website again. So even if they can't click it through the chat, you know, they can find the timestamp of when it was put up, so they can go to that timestamp and click on it, and please subscribe to it. Everybody's there. Everybody's there. Like I said, a little piece of what Mac is saying may work for you. A little piece of what I could say what I'm saying, but I didn't say nothing. A little piece of what Yamina says may help. A little piece of what Mac is saying. Thank you, honey. Thank you. God, you're so beautiful. Okay, now that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 times on that one. Okay, call persistence. We are going to make it. Please subscribe to that, because as I was saying, Mac may be on there and she may talk a lot. Not meaning she talks a lot, but she has a lot to say. But a little piece of what she says may be the piece that you're missing. Yamina has a lot to bring to the table. A lot to bring to the table. She may have a little piece that fits to what you feel, you know. All I'm saying is, I know it's called something, and other would probably tell me exactly what it was called. It's the vase that's made with the gold, because it's a broken vase, and then they put it together with gold. My thing is, the village is full of gold pieces to put you back together, if that's a good way of putting that. It has a lot of resources, a lot of people with a lot of different views, and I think what I have found, I can only speak for myself. What I have found is this person had a piece for me. 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 Because again, we're not all from the same. We didn't start at the same spot. We ended up here at the same spot, but we weren't raised the same way. We didn't live the same lives. We didn't go through the same traumas. We didn't, we didn't do all those things the same. So it takes different pieces to make us fit together. And I think the village is full of the gold that can glue our vase back together. And I'm using the word vase, but you know I mean heart. And that's the way I feel about that. And I don't know where Other went to. Other! I need you! Because it's about getting about time for me to shut up to you. Doesn't mean I'm going to shut up. I rather like this all the time. Poor Other. He puts up with me so much. But he knows how to get Teresa on. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to take the bells off. I don't know. Thank you. Yeah. Because he does want to start a channel. He is right now learning about himself. And I think the village, back to that gold flakes, I think can help him put him back together. And I think he has his own perspective of his life. And I think that was worth sharing. And I think the village can help him find those gold pieces and those pieces and put them back together. Because again, we're all broken. We did what we could, with the tools we had. I mean, how many people have said that? How many people have said that? But it's the truth. We only know what we know when we know it. Okay? If you notice, I have different glasses on. They're blue. They match the hat. So we only know what we know when we know it. I mean, hindsight is 2020. Back in the day, I wouldn't have blah, 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 blah. And I'm not going to get into that. That's not what I'm about today. This is not unpacking. This is not unpacking morning. Unpacking happens in the evenings. And you can see I haven't put anything out in a couple of days because I don't want to unpack. I don't want to unpack New Year's. I don't want to unpack at Christmas. I don't want to throw out more uglies on top of what you're doing right now, what you're trying to function through right now. You don't need to hear that right now. That is not important. Important is to get through right this moment. And they say it all the time. Oh, I'm past an hour. What's that? Hey, Other! I need you. I don't want to shut this down until I'm sure that she can come on. Oh, okay. So they're discussing it right now. He's on the phone with her right now. So you get to hear me rattle just a little bit longer. You sucker! You baby! So you can and you will be better. I have faith in you. I have faith in everything you do. You can make it happen. You can make it beautiful. You can make it. You can make it. I've got him in my side ear, and I'm one of those people that I can't listen and chew gum at the same time. I used to be able to do that, the mommy in me, but I can't do that much anymore. The village again has done so much, and it deserves our subscription. It's just a click. It doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost a dime. You just go in there and click it, and click the bell, so you get all whatever, so you don't miss. You don't miss, like Ben
All right.
doing a live,
Are you ready to go?
even though you're subscribed to Ben, and you know how YouTube does. You got like, I didn't get a notification. I didn't know you went live. Okay, so I don't know what to do. Oh, I can go off now?
Yes.
Oh, he's telling me to shut up. Silly guy. So Teresa is on next, and Other has got her all set up. So I'm going to say to you, have a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Smile if you can. If you can't smile, think about that gosh awful lady that got on YouTube with that stupid hat on. 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row. Okay, and hopefully that'll get you through the next minute or two. Okay, I don't understand 1 day at a time. 24 hours is way too long. Just get me through just this second right now. That's all I ask. That's all I'm asking. Just get me through this minute or two. You know what I mean? And I hope what I bring to the table, which you can see is absolutely nothing. But I'm here to bring it. And so I hope it makes you smile. I hope it brings a smile, especially when the day gets rough and you go and you take a breather and you get away.
Ready to go?
Okay. He says, shut up and go away. I love you all. I love you all. And we're going to end it really quick. Yes, I know. Hi, Teresa. And I love you. I love you. You are beautiful inside and out. Do not be discouraged. I'll be here tomorrow to tell you the exact same thing. Okay. Teresa is on. She's on right now. She is on. And I love you. I love you. And try to make today better than yesterday. Okay. Let's see. Well, let's see how many times I have to push it to get it in now.